Welcome back. Australian medical device company Uscom is on the doorstep of a major transformation, and the founder of the listed company, Professor Ron Phillips, joins me at the desk. Rob, thanks for joining us.
Hi Peter, thanks.
Now, you just come back from China?
Yes, it was a big week.
Okay, who were you keeping company with there?
Well, yeah, no, it was...
Name dropping?
No, we were with the Australia Week in China trade delegation, and Malcolm Turnbull was there, of course, leading that, and Gillian Skinner from Health New South Wales led that. But it's interesting, it was a really important thing to do, apart from the symbolism. There were a lot of good connections made. I was already over there working and doing business in China. We've been in China, I think, for nearly 10 years. To see the way it was put together and the opportunities it provided for a lot of people, because we were only there with the health stream. There are other streams, food, etc., that we had nothing to do.
It's mind-boggling, really, and to get a handle on the potential is something that maybe our grandchildren will actually learn to experience.
Well, it's interesting, you know, if you just look at it on a population basis, you've got 22 million people versus 1.35 billion. So instantly your market is 60 times. So you should theoretically apportion that amount of your energy. It's a neighbour nearby to us. They are very receptive to us. If you look at it from a medical device point of view and how we're working as a company, we've got partners already in China, but you just cannot get enough partners. It is so massive. They've got a commitment to increase their medical device spend, or their medical spend, from 6% of GDP, and given their GDP is 12 trillion, to 8%, which will be about 15 or 16 trillion by the time the 6.5% growth is compounded. You really have an increase in spend. I think I calculated it to be from about 720 billion to about 1.4 trillion. And you're sort of thinking, like, how can we fill that market?
Just a little bit of that. All right, so explain to my viewers what Uscom does.
Look, Uscom's a medical device company, and it was developed out of my translational research from the University of Queensland. We specialise in non-invasive cardiovascular pulmonary technologies. So high-quality technologies that replace invasive technologies will be the way of the future.
Okay, so give me an example of a condition that could be done invasively, but instead your way will be done non-invasively.
Well, look, you know, our devices now treat heart failure, asthma, COPD and vascular disease. And these are the diseases that will kill approximately 70 to 80% of the world's people. So in China, for example, 53 million people die a year. 75% of those would benefit from the use of Uscom. So we are in big market spaces, and our strategy, you know, I developed the company off my own translational research at UQ. I still work at UQ. We then aggressively set about, after the GFC, acquiring complementary technologies, technologies that would ultimately be integrated into the company. So we've acquired 2 companies with shareholders' support and funds. We've integrated those into the company. We've prepared those for market, and they will come on market in the next 6 months. And that's a really exciting thing, because that will transform our company. At the same time, we're developing our relationships in China, Europe and the US.
Are you making money?
We are very close. No, we've got plenty of revenue. Well, not plenty, I would say. We've got revenue. We've got revenue growth in the order of 60 to 100% for the last 4 years. So that can't keep going on for too much longer without us having profit. The last quarter, we grew our cash receipts 112%. I think we lost 55K or something. So depending on accountants, we should have been cash flow positive. And of course, with our devices, with medical devices, your margins are high. So once you meet your costs, you transform to profitability very rapidly.
Okay, so can you describe what a device looks like?
The devices are, there's 3 devices. There's a sort of a box-shaped small monitor that I'm sure many of your viewers have seen and probably interacted with in hospitals, and that's the cardiac output monitor. That measures your heart function non-invasively, very rapidly, works on superbugs, hypertension, sepsis, heart failure. So these are really big and important social diseases, if you like. Then we've got a slightly smaller one, which is a blood pressure device, and this is on the International Space Station, and it's a new form of blood pressure measure, and what it does is it non-invasively measures the pressures in the heart as opposed to the pressure in the arm. It's common sense that the pressure at your heart tells you more about your stroke and heart failure risk than the one in your arm. So it's an incremental improvement and it's non-invasive, and that's coming to market. It's on the International Space Station now. It's the other device is actually in the Russian space program. So it's interesting that our technologies are leading, and in fact the BP Plus device is up on Mount Everest as we speak with a group up there doing hypertension at altitude.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting stuff. The other one's a company that I just bought in Hungary 12 months ago, and it's a respirometry, so it measures the way that you breathe in and out. And it digitises that signal and remotely telemeters that so that you've got clinicians can provide expert analysis from Chinese in Urumqi. They can be analysed by the world's best in Shanghai or in New York, for that matter. So it's a really exciting time.
Who are your best customers at this point in time?
Look, we work in intensive cares, and to be fair, Peter, I think what we're doing is we're building the market, and that's what's really exciting. We are selling into intensive cares. Paediatrics is really important for us.
Are the major hospitals supporting you at this point in time?
Look, we've spent most of our time internationally. I spend a lot of time Great Ormond Street, King's College, Pittsburgh, LA Children's, Texas Children's.
So you're an export orientation from the outset?
Look, I think it's a population-based thing. You know, we can spend an awful lot of time pursuing 22 million population, or you go to China. China's a very good market for us.
Okay, and how's the stock market been treating you?
Look, small companies, you get accustomed to the vicissitudes of that. Look, we've built our own company. We've acquired 2 other companies. We're undervalued. That will change. And my belief is too, you build fundamentals. People come to you for revenue, and we've acquired the assets that will generate revenue for the next decade. That'll be revenue and dividends. So my feeling about the stock exchange is they will look at us and they will see. A little bit of analysis will yield that and get priced. But that's a game we're in, I guess.
Yeah, without a doubt. Good luck with it, mate.
Thanks a lot, Peter. Thank you.
Professor Rob Phillips from Uscom. Okay, after break, we'll tour this great country of ours with Foxtel's four-wheel drive TV host, Carlisle Rogers.